Hello friends and welcome to another FriYay Pick card. I hope you are all well amongst all the chaos that's happening in our world at the moment. I hope you are all sticking to the rules and sticking to the regulations, staying at home, keeping yourselves and your families safe and secure, and allowing the virus to do its business and to get out of our way. I know it's so frustrating for so many of you who are unable to work, unable to earn, and you know what, I think the biggest challenge for every one of us is the lack of routine, and how our routine has had to change, and how we've had to, not be able to go to work and not be able to leave the home. And, it's all these restrictions that we find very obviously restrictive. So I hope you are all well. I was thinking about our FriYay Pick card and thought, well, am I going to try and keep it lighthearted? Am I going to try and keep it, try and bring a little bit of laughter and happiness into your life? But Spirit clearly had a very different idea today, because I've chosen cards that are quite, I don't want to say serious, but yes, quite serious. So what I've done today, okay, is we're going to start off with an oracle card, and I've chosen an oracle deck that just brings me so much joy and so much happiness. Nature's Whispers. The imagery is stunning, and that's actually what prompted the next choice, because I chose that particular deck because I enjoy the images, I enjoy the messages, I enjoy what they have. So then I had to go with my True Black Tarot. And this particular deck, I don't think I've used on a picker card before. This is my prized possession. This is a deck that really speaks to my heart and soul. It is called the True Black Tarot. It is absolutely stunning, but it is gigantic. Shuffling this is a challenge. The images are just beautiful, 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 beautiful. So we're going to use the True Black Tarot. We partnered it with Nature's Whispers Oracle, and then we're going to finish it off with another beautiful, stunning deck that I have. And these are the I Am Affirmation cards. I Am Power Affirmation cards. Helps if I put that word in. So, there's quite a lot of them as well. Even though it's a small deck, it's a fat deck. So quite difficult to shuffle as well. So we're really going to challenge me today, aren't we, with the shuffling? So those are the decks that we're going to be using. But I think it's important that we really just close our eyes and just center ourselves for a second. Let's just really exhale all our stresses and all our worries and all our concerns and everything that's going on in our life. On screen now is going to be an image of the piles that are available to you. Take a deep breath in and out, exhale it all out, and just allow yourself to be centered, allow yourself to be in a space of neutral, and look at the bundles and ask yourself, which is the bundle that really seems to call you, which is the bundle that really seems to be pulling you in, and let that be the bundle that you choose today. And may it have exactly the message that you need, a message of hope, guidance, inspiration, because that's what our FriYays are all about. So friends, I'm not going to waffle on for too much longer. I shall see you at your bundle, and may it be a good one. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 1 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you are okay. I hope you are well, and I hope you are virus free, sticking to all the rules and doing your bit to make a positive difference in this world. Right, so today I am using 3 different decks, and the first deck that I'm using, I have to find it, is the Nature's Whispers Oracle, purely because they are so beautiful. That was my choice. I chose a beautiful deck. I love the images. The images are really so pretty and so deep. There's so much that you can get. The messages are stunning. And because I chose a pretty deck, I had to go with another pretty deck, and that is my True Black Tarot that I'm going to be using today. I don't think I've used it before, but it's just such a phenomenal deck. So we'll get lots of good messages out of it. And then we're going to end off with an affirmation from the I Am Power Affirmation cards as well. So that's what we are in store for today. But we're going to start with the Oracle. We're going to start with the Nature's Whispers, because I feel like that's going to set the tone, rather than give us the confirmation. So we're doing things a little bit differently. You know me, I like to change things up a little bit. So I did pre-shuffle these. I did set the intention in the shuffle earlier on, but let's just give them a shuffle now. And let's grab just one. That one. See what I mean about the card? Isn't it just exquisite? Acceptance of love. You know, when the camera focuses on the image, pause the video and actually just really look at the image. So I'm going to see if I can get my camera to focus on the card, and when it does, pause the video and really look at the image. Look how stunning. You know, I could get so lost in these images because the more you look, the more you see. They are absolutely awesome. The green is also connected to your heart chakra. The green is your heart center. It's a place of love. And, you know, the message of the card is acceptance of love. And I know right now with everything that's going on in the world, love is not something that everyone's talking about. It's not the flavor of the moment. But coronavirus is teaching us to love ourselves and to love our fellow man, to love each other, to love our neighbors, and to love our people in other countries, of other cultures, of whatever it may be, because the virus doesn't judge. The virus doesn't have any kind of, you know, belief system. The virus just takes everybody. So acceptance of love, we have to learn, and by staying home and following the rules, that shows love for another. So I do think acceptance of love is quite an appropriate, strong message. So I'm going to leave that one in front of me. So that's going to be our theme for this message. So all of you who chose this bundle, your theme is going to be all around abundance of love, which I think is awesome. So now we're going to go into our True Black Tarot. You can see I can barely even hold this deck. It is so thick and so fat, but it is phenomenal. So I'm going to give them a shuffle. And we're asking now for a little bit of inspiration, a little bit of guidance on acceptance of love. What is it that we need to know? Where are we stuck? Where do we need to grow? Where do we need to move? Where do we need this acceptance of love? Right. Try and get the deck together and try and hold it. I'm not going to be able to fan them because they're incredibly thick, but I'm going to take that one over there. So I'm just going to take the one. Let me just show you the card. So I don't know if you can see at the bottom the Roman numerals down the bottom here, but this is the 8 of Wands. So traditionally the 8 of Wands in tarot is all about movement and change, but it also, I always say to people when this card comes up, what it's telling you is that movement is already set in motion. Everything is already set. The outcome is already set in motion. There's very little you need to do to change the action or to change the direction, the course. All you've got to do is be patient and wait. And that's exactly, I bring in acceptance of love again. You know, when we look at what's going on in our world, we have to just love ourselves, love our neighbors, love our friends, love our family, love our strangers, love everybody around us. We need to understand that what's happening has already been set in motion, and there's basically nothing that we can do to change it. There's basically nothing that we can do to alter the course of the action. We have to just allow it to do its thing. And if each one of us stay away, if each one of us stay at home, we will stop the progression of the virus, progression of the disease. So that is exactly what this particular card is telling us. Okay, so we've got those 2 cards, and I do want to take one more. So I'm not going to shuffle again because they have already been shuffled, but I do want to just put them together nicely because, like I said, it's very difficult to fan these very thick cards. And the second one we have is the 7 of Pentacles. Aren't these cards just absolutely gorgeous? They just, oh, there's so much beauty in their simplicity. So the 7 of Pentacles is all about being patient. Being patient and waiting to reap the benefits, waiting for everything that you've done. You've done everything, you've put everything in motion, and now it's just about waiting for your rewards, okay? So it's about being patient and waiting for the crops to grow, because when the crops are at full growth, only then will you reap the rewards from the crop. So you've done all the work, you've put in all the effort, now it's about being patient. And it's almost the same as this one, although this card was saying that things have already been set in motion. There's nothing that you can do to change the direction of it. You just have to wait for it to happen the way it needs to. And this one is telling you that you've sown the seeds, you've done all the work. It's now just a case of being patient. So we've got those two, and we've got acceptance of love. I think it really brings such a strong message to know that we've done everything we can, everything is happening the way it is supposed to do, and ultimately we are working towards just loving of self and loving of others. So I'm going to leave those in front of me there, and I now want to pull us an affirmation card. So these are physically smaller, but it's quite a thick pack, and I have pre-shuffled as well, but just to give them another little shuffle and ask for an affirmation that you can hold on to for the next week to get you through until we do FriYays again. Right. That one over there. I am complex, just in case you can't read the font. It says I am complex, and I think what its message is that you are a complex being whose main focus is love. Okay, you are a complex being, and you need to recognize your complexity, and you need to celebrate your complexity. You need to know that, you know, you are not just a simpleton. You are not just somebody who doesn't have needs, wants, and desires. You really do. And the fact that you are restricted at the moment may be really difficult for you. So recognize that you are complex, recognize that you are multifaceted, that you are diverse, that you have so many different aspects to you, and every single one of them is significant and important. You are complex, you are great, you are awesome, you are amazing, you are love. So friends, that's your message. That is your FriYay message from me to you, from Spirit to you. Something in that would hopefully have given you a little bit of hope, a little bit of guidance, a little bit of inspiration for the days ahead. Sending you lots of love. Stay safe, stay home, and we'll see you next week, Friday. Take care. And hello to those of you who chose bundle 2 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today. Welcome. I hope you are well. I hope you are managing and coping with everything that's going on in the world right now, and I hope you are virus-free and staying home. So friends, today I'm using 3 different sets of cards to bring us awesome messages. We are going to start with, I need to show you, the Nature's Whispers Oracle cards. They are phenomenal. I chose them because their imagery is just really beautiful and really stunning. That was my main reason for choosing them, because I wanted some pretty in my life today. So I chose them for that. And because I chose them because of their pretty, I had to choose another deck that I also think is really exquisitely beautiful, and that is my True Black Tarot. So I chose the True Black Tarot to partner with because it is just amazing. I don't think I've used this deck and pick a card before, and purely because I find it so hard to hold and to manage because it's huge. So I find it quite difficult to shuffle and to work with, but we'll be using it today. And then finally, we're going to finish off with a card from the I Am Power Affirmation cards. They're not physically big, but there's certainly a lot of them. There's certainly a big pack. So we'll be using them today as well. Right, so let's get straight into it. And we are going to start with the Oracle deck. So we are starting with the Nature's Whispers Oracle cards first to set the theme, to set the kind of theme for the message. So we're shuffling. I have pre-shuffled, but let's see what card we get. What is our theme for our message today? Potential gateway. Isn't that absolutely gorgeous? So I'm going to hold the card again. I'm going to get the camera to focus on it, and I would invite you to actually pause the video on the image on screen so that you can really, really look at the image, because it is absolutely exquisite. So I'm going to put it on camera now, and hopefully my camera will focus on it, then quickly pause and really absorb the image. isn't it just absolutely exquisite? You know, I want to go into that hole in the tree, and I want to go and investigate and see what lies beyond. But I also want to climb the tree, and I also want to go down the bottom here. I want to go everywhere. I want to just, gosh, I see unicorns, I see people. I don't know if you even noticed that. All along here. Let me see if I can get it to focus. Not going to focus, but really is absolutely exquisite. And potential gateway. So our theme for your message today is potential gateway. And again, everything that's happening in the world, the fact that you are on lockdown, the fact that you are restricted, the fact that you are limited is absolutely a potential gateway. A potential gateway, it's giving you the opportunity to readjust, to re-strategize, to refocus, and to come up with plans, potential gateways on what to do when everything's lifted, what to do next, when we are set free, when we are released from our burdens, from our traps, from our restrictions. What are we going to do? How are we best going to take advantage of the times? So potential gateway makes total sense as to where we are. Okay, so now we're going to take this amazing True Black Tarot. I have pre-shuffled, but just to put a bit of energy flow into the cards, and so that we can draw out these cards. The card stock is incredibly thick, but oh, the images are just exquisite. Oops, did you see that? Always got to be a jumper. Right, I've shuffled enough. Put them together. So very difficult to fan because, like I say, each card is incredibly thick. So I'm just going to sort of try and grab from there. Can't see which one it is. 6 of Wands. And I mean, look at we have the lion. And he's stepping forward. We've got the crowds cheering him on. Everybody's celebrating the fact that he's coming back. Lions are all about courage. They're all about pride. They're all about determination, victory, success, all of that. This particular card is basically saying to you that, you know, when all is said and done, when you take advantage of this potential gateway that's available to you, people are going to celebrate you. People are going to be they're going to come out in their droves to celebrate your success and to celebrate your achievements. So be proud, be determined, be focused. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of anything. You need a plan. Your plan needs to be strong, needs to be courageous, needs to be brave. You need to be all of those things as well. But this is a card of victory and success. So it's not the only one I'm going to pick. I'm going to leave it there. It's just this pack is just too big for me to handle. So we're picking 2 cards, but we're doing them one at a time. Let's come to this one over here. Oh, just look at this gorgeous card. This deck is absolutely, you can see how the light just plays on it. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. This is the Lover's card. And can you see we have man and woman standing back to back, both tied up by this red ribbon, by this red string, which is in total mess. So they are connected, but they often don't realize how connected they are. They don't realize the extent of their connection. So it is about opposites attract, about joining together between yourself and another. Let's bring all of it in. So we have got the victory card, the success card, the achievement card, the acknowledgement card, that's being this one over here, and then connected to it the Lover's card, about being connected with another. We also have this potential gateway. So friends, I'm going to say to you now, this moment in time that we have, the situation that we're dealing with right now, this is giving you the opportunity, the potential gateway, to really get connected with self and connected with family, connected with your life purpose, your soul purpose, and to understand who and what you are and what you're supposed to be doing. It's time of moving forward. It's a time of achieving success, and it's a time of re-establishing the connection with another person. Even if you are currently at loggerheads, even if you are currently at war, recognize that even back to back, we're still connected. Even though we are turning our back on each other, we are still very much connected. The gateway, the potential that's here for you is absolutely huge. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to use this time to make a difference, to succeed and be victorious? Or are you going to use this time to keep your backs turned to each other? Such a deep message that, isn't it? And I mean, it can be applied to, I'm just, as I'm listening to myself saying it, I'm thinking, you know, it can be applied to romance, work, finances, situation, life. Anyway, so we're going to finish off with an affirmation card from the I Am Power Affirmation deck. And let's just see how it ties in. Give a little shuffle. I think there are 110 cards in this particular deck, one for, it's based on the mandalas and meditation. Let's have a look and see what affirmation card we get. We're going to take that one over there. Oh, that's so interesting. I am air. So air is an element, and the air element, we all know what air is. It's wind, it's all of those kind of things. Air is a vital life force. It's all around us. We can't see it. We can feel it. We know it's there. We will certainly miss it if it wasn't there. We would certainly know that it wasn't there for us. But air is something that we take in within ourselves. Ground is something we walk on. Fire is something we use to achieve a warmth, a cooking of a food or whatever. Water is also something we take in, but water is a different thing to air. Air is a vital life force that we need, as is water. But, you know, air has got to do with our thoughts. It's got to do with our intellect. It's got to do with our thinking. So to bring in this affirmation into all the other messages, let me just hold it there so you can see. We've got the potential gateway. So it's telling you to use the thoughts, use the ideas, use what's happening in your head here to help you take advantage of the potential gateways. Know that you are strong, courageous, brave, that you are being recognized for all your achievements and all your success and all your activities that you've done. It's time to reconnect your connection with self and connection with others. Bring love into it under all circumstances, and know that your ideas and your strategies and your mindset is correct. So I am air. You are air. We are air. And air is awesome. All right, friends, with love and blessings from me to you. Stay safe, stay inside, stay indoors, stay home, stay safe. I said that already. Take care of yourselves, take care of your loved ones. And I do hope that there was something in that message that brings you a little bit of hope, guidance, and inspiration to get you through these difficult times. With love and blessings from me to you. Until we do this again next week, you take care. Hello, friends, and welcome to your FriYay Pick card. You've chosen bundle 3 as the bundle that has the message you need to hear today, and I hope it's going to be a good one for you. Today, we are using some interesting cards. I started off by choosing the Nature's Whispers Oracle cards, and I chose them purely because I find them exquisitely beautiful. This is a deck where the imagery, really, you can get so lost in it, and I find the messages are quite pertinent and relevant as well. So I chose this deck just because I think it's a pretty deck, okay? And then because I chose a deck because of its prettiness, I had to choose a tarot deck for its prettiness too. And this deck it surprised me that I chose it. I think it's the first time I've used it on a picker card. It is the True Black Tarot. It is an absolute gem of mine, and as you can see why it's called True Black. Its imagery is simple, but its imagery is strong, but it is just such an exquisite. See how the light plays on it. Oh, this deck is exquisite. So I chose the True Black Tarot for that reason. And then I thought, well, we're going to add to that, and we're going to take an affirmation card from the I Am Power Affirmation cards as well. So we're working with 3 different decks today to ensure that we get a really detailed, awesome message. So we're going to start off with the Oracle deck. I know I don't normally, but we're doing things a little bit differently today. So we're going to start off with the Oracle deck to set the theme of the message, the theme of the inspiration for today. So let's see what we get. Illumination. Do you see what I mean when I say how gorgeous these cards are? So what I'm going to suggest now is I'm going to bring this card forward, and hopefully my camera will focus on it. And then I want to recommend that you pause the video and really look at the image, look at what's going on here, and see as much detail as you possibly can to try and help you better understand the message and better understand it. So, and also just enjoy the pretty, you know, because it really is pretty. So let's see. See if I can get the camera to focus. There we go. So what we have here is we have a beautiful maiden, and she's actually riding on a, I'm going to call it a moth because for no better word, you can see the moth body there, and oops, I can't do this, and the wings and so forth. And she's flying from one place to another. So she is mid-journey, and the message is illumination. What does the word illumination means? It means being able to see, putting light onto a situation, putting light onto, switching the light on to better allow you to see exactly what's going on. So maybe she didn't know where she was leaving or where she was heading to, and now that there's illumination, she can actually see. So our message is going to be about being able to fully see the truth, to see what's going on around us, to see where we are, what we're doing, and what we're getting up to. Illumination. All right, so now we're going to take our True Black Tarot, and we're going to just give it a little bit of a shuffle. It has been shuffled, but just a little bit more of a shuffle. This deck is huge. The card stock is really thick, so normal shuffling is just almost an impossibility. And you'll see even trying to fan the cards to pick a card can be quite the challenge as well. But they are just exquisite. All right. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Get them standing together. So you can see I can't really do that with them because it is just such a thick lot. So I'm just going to grab that one from over there. I want to just let the light play on the card so that you can see it in all its glory. See the yin and yang above her head? Can you see that there? And see it is the temperance card. So that symbol above her head is the yin and yang symbol, which is all about opposites. And that's what temperance is. Temperance is the card of bringing balance into your life, but balancing the opposites. So I often say it's about balancing work and home. It's about balancing your finances and emotions. It's those opposites in your life that we need to balance. And I do think this time that we're going through at the moment with everything that's happening in our world, that is one area that is probably suffering is our balance. You know, we're feeling very unbalanced at the moment. We're feeling very trapped and isolated and locked in. So balance is something that we definitely need to be focusing on. All right, I am going to take one more tarot card, but I can't take two at a time because the deck is just too big to handle. I'm not going to shuffle though, but I'm going to take one card from over here. Oh, wow. So this deck has one extra tarot card in it, and this is the extra card. A nunt, can you see there? And basically what we have is we have a fetus. It's not a child. It hasn't been born. It is not yet born. It is still to be born, protected by the snake, protected in that cocoon, I'm going to call it. It's not a cocoon. But again, I just want you to see the beautiful, the light catch the card. It is stunning. So let's have a look at these two together. These three together. So we have got illumination. This period that you are in at the moment, this whatever it is that you're going through at the moment, is shedding light on life, shedding life on yourself. You are needing to be focused on temperance, on balance, on finding balance in your life between your opposites, between everything that's going on, and understand that this is an opportunity for rebirth. This is an opportunity to come out of this a completely different energy, a completely different person, with somebody with completely different outlooks and values and expectations and ideals and all of that kind of stuff. How fabulous is that? And it's a time of illumination. It's a time of understanding. It's a time of truth, time of honesty. But it's not about truth and honesty with others. It's truth and honesty with self. And I think that's why we have the Anant telling you that it's time to spend with yourself. It's time to spend asking what is important, what is significant for you. Not what is important and significant for others, but what's important and significant for you. Sure. That is really, really awesome. Let's just grab our affirmation cards. So these are the I Am Power affirmation cards. And let's just see how it ties in, because it's been quite interesting how it's happened with the other bundles. Okay, so I have given them a bit of a shuffle. Let me just put them together. Okay, we're going to take that one over there. It says, I am valuable. And yes, you are valuable. And I think this is exactly what is being illuminated in your life at the moment, is how valuable, significant, and important you truly are. So what is being illuminated is your value, your purpose. You are needing to find balance. You are needing to find temperance in all your aspects of your life. And being forced to stay home, being forced to stay within a space is really making you look at yourself from a different perspective and to say, well, what is balance and what is not balance in my life? Where do I need more? Where do I need less? Understanding that this is the perfect opportunity to be reborn, because you are valuable, because you make such a positive difference, because you are valuable. It's just no other ways of saying it. It's time for rebirth. It's time for seeing our coming out of this in our truth. Doesn't matter who we are, because you are valuable, you are significant, you are important, and you are loved. So, friends, that's actually such an awesome, awesome, awesome message. I do hope that there was something in there that gives you a little bit of hope, a little bit of guidance, a little bit of inspiration through these really difficult and challenging and trying times. Take care of yourselves, take care of your family, stay indoors as much as possible, and recreate, redesign your life. Let temperance guide you for your rebirth, so that you may come out of this illuminated and knowing and understanding your value. With love and blessings from me to you, until we do this again next week, you take